Hi, this is Dr. Phil Nguyen with Happy Clinic Denver. Thanks for staying tuned with us for our next session of Subtle is the New Wow. This is part 4 of our series. And here we have Myvan. She is actually 59 years old, and she is one of my 5 sisters. I have 5 sisters, and they all visit me every few months to help themselves maintain and look beautiful. Anyways, she is 59. As you can see from the first picture, she is really starting to show her age. She's got some facial volume loss right in here, as you can see from the 3/4 profile view. She's got the nasolabial fold. She's got hollowing underneath her eyes. Her cheekbones have kind of fallen a little bit, and that leads to the nasolabial folds and the marionettes. Her chin is starting to get a little bit of this witchy chin-like thing, and you can see a little bit of this jowling. Her jawline isn't as straight as she used to be, and she's also got some textural issues in her neck as well, with a little bit of pigmentation. So these two pictures were actually taken close to a year apart. And what we did between this picture and this picture, the most remarkable thing we did was actually Sculptra. I placed 2 vials of Sculptra for her in her cheeks, her anterior quadrant, and nasolabial folds, her marionettes, some in this area as well. Now, Sculptra is actually a collagen stimulator. It's one of my favorite products to use, and it actually stimulates your body to grow its own collagen. So sometimes you're not going to see the results immediately. You're only going to see it over time. And that's one of the neat things of Sculptra. We may do it today, and then you really don't see the results until probably about 6 months, 8 months down the road. A lot of patients, what we do is we do Sculptra once, we do it again in a month, we do it again in another month, typically 3 to 4 times in a row for full effects, and that way they get some wonderful effects of the collagen stimulation. With my sister here, we only did 2 vials. The only extra thing that we did for her was also we placed some Restylane underneath her eyes to help with the hollowing of her eyes. And that was done pretty much immediately right before taking the second picture. Now, as you can see from the eyes, it's exactly the same view, the same 3/4 view. The lighting is pretty much the same as well. But you can see how she's hollow here, but she has some amazing fullness already here. It's a little bit harder to see in this zygomatic arch or cheek area, but it's definitely there. She has some amazing fullness that has been built up with Sculptra there. You see how kind of thin she is in that jawline. She also has some nice fullness in the jawline here. So again, amazing effects. She looks around, in her 50s here, right here. She probably looks in her early 40s, maybe even late 30s. So anyways, thanks for joining with us again today for another episode of Subtle is the New Wow. And if any of you guys want to be adopted as my sister, you can take a card, or what do you call it? Yeah, we'll sign you up for an adoption. Bye. Take care.